Good morning students. How are you all? In the last video we have seen question number 4 and 5 of exercise 1 from chapter number 2. Now in this video students we are going to continue with question number 6, but before it open your homework and match the answers from the board. So students, question number 6. Find the quotient and remainder. Students, look into your textbook. When you will see the points here, you will see that point number A to F, the numbers are divided with such divisors which end with 0, which are ending with 0, isn't it? See the first point, 327 divided by 10, B point 4203 divided by 100. So here what you are going to learn is whenever your dividend is divided by such a divisor which is ending with number of zeros, okay, that divisor should have number of zeros, then how to divide. But before moving on to the exercise students, I'll explain you this question with few examples. Let us see here 56 divided by 10. So I can see here divisor is 10 which is ending with 0. Now you just tell me how many tens you can take out from 56. How many tens you can take out from 56? We can take 5 tens. How? 10 5s are 50. Okay. So here surely the quotient I'll get will be 5. How? 10 5s are 50. So students, 56 minus 50, how much left? Your remainder will be 6. Okay. Now let us see the second one. 561 divided by 100. Again you have to think from this number 561, how many times you can take 100? How many times you can take out 100 from this 561? And we can take 100 5 times from 561, isn't it? 100 5s are 500. So surely my quotient will be 500. Now 561 minus 500. How much will left students? 61. So here I am telling you the quotient and remainder easily without any calculation. Now let us cross check whether my quotient and remainder are correct or not. Let us see students. So I will show the calculation for this one, 561 divided by 100. Let us see. 561 divided by 100. So students, now 3-digit number. So here also you will take 3 digits. 561 is to be divided with 100. So students, 100 5s are 500, isn't it? 1 minus 0, 1, 6 minus 0, 6, 5 minus 5, 0. How much left student? It is 61. Now see, quotient is 5 and remainder is 61. Here I have written 500. So here quotient will be 5 and remainder will be 61. Understood students? By mistake I have written 500 here, but the quotient will be 5 na. 100 5s are 500. I hope it is clear, no confusion. So students, clear? Now let us solve for this other examples also. 5612 divided by 1000. What you are going to do? Again 5612. From this number, how many times I can take out 1000? From 5612, we know that we are getting 5000 and 1000 into 5 will give you 5000. So from this 5612, we can take 5 times 1000. So 5 times 1000 means times means into students. 5 times 1000 means 5 into 1000 you will get 5000. Now 5612 minus 5000. Again how much you are going to get students? 612. So see, without doing any calculation we can only write the answer here. Okay. Now 56,123 divided by 10,000. Again you have to think from this numbers how many times you can take out 10,000. 56,123. So students, here 10,000 into 5 you will get 50,000. So I'll write 5 as quotient. Now 50,000. 56,123 minus 50,000. How much will left students? It will be 6,123. See, I got the quotient and remainder without doing the calculations. I hope these examples are clear to us, clear to you students. Now let us move to our exercise question. Question number 6, point number A. So students, let us see the exercise questions. 327 divided by 10. I have already explained you. Now let us use that trick and solve. 10. How many digits, students? 2 digits. But here 3 digit number is there. No problem. First take 2 digit numbers. It is 32. How many times you can take 10 from this 32? 3 times. 10 threes are 30. So from this 32 I can take 3 times 10. That means 10 threes are 30. So 32 minus 30. How much will left, students, when you will take out 30 from 32? 2 will left. Okay. First write 3 here. 10 threes are 30. Now 2 left. 2 7 27. Now how many times again you can take 10 from 27, students? 10 twos are 20. So now 27 minus 20, how much remains, students? It will be 7. So your remainder will be 7. So 327 here, when you will divide, if you want you can divide and check. Surely you will get the quotient as 32 and remainder as 7. Clear, students? Let us see point number B. 4203 divided by 100. 3 digit number. Here also first take 3 digits only. So 420. How many times you can take out 100 from this 420? 4 times. 100 fours are 400. Okay. Then 420 minus 400. How much left, students? 20. Then again with 20 it is 3. 203. Now from 203, how many times you can take out 100, students? You can take out 2 times. 2 times 100. How? 100 twos are 200. Now 203 minus 200. How much left? Remainder will be 3. Okay. In the same manner, 9287 divided by 1000. Now see, students, what we are going to do here. Here, how many times you can take out 1000 from this 9287? 4 digit number, 4 digit number. So directly we can calculate. In thousands table, we will get 9 times as 9000, isn't it? 1000 nines are 9000. So question will be 9. Now 9287 minus 9000. This will left 287. As it is 3 digit number, so it is impossible for us to solve it with 4 digit numbers, isn't it? So this will be our remainder, students, 287. Clear? Now let us see point number D, students. 6381 divided by 100. So again 3 digit, take first 3 digits. So 638. In 100s table, are you going to get 638? No, but we will get less than it. 106 are 600. So write quotient here as 6. So now 638 minus 600. 38 will remain. 38 and this one. So 381. Again 100 threes are 300. So students, 381 minus 300, how much you will get? You will get 81, and 81, we can't divide 81 with 100 without taking decimals. So here we are not going to take decimals because we are asked to give the remainder, isn't it? So 81 will be our remainder. Okay, point number E, students, 4 digit number, directly calculate. 7878 divided by 1000. So in thousands table, are you going to get this number? No, but less than it surely you will get. You will get it by multiplying 1000 by 7, isn't it? 1000 sevens are 7000. So question will be 7 here. Now 7878 minus 7000. How much left? 878 will be our remainder. Okay. Last one, 3284 divided by 10. This I will not solve. This will be your homework. Okay. So F point for question number 6 will be your homework. You have to solve it. So students, this is the way in which we can divide a given number with the number of with such a divisor which ends with 10. One more trick I will tell you. See here, how many zeros are there? 1 0. So here remainder will be the last digit. It will be 7. Here how many number of zeros? 2 zeros. Surely the last 2 numbers will be your remainder. 0 3. So 0 3 we can write as 3. Here also 3 zeros are there at the end, in the end. So here last 3 digits will be your remainder. See, here also 2 digits are 2 zeros are there. So last 2 digits will be your remainder. 3 zeros, last 3 digit will be your remainder. but this is just the short method, isn't it? This is just a shortcut. We are not going to use shortcut. The basic should be clear to you. In the exam you should know, if you have written 32 as question and remainder as 7, what is the reason? रटना नहीं है कि यहाँ लास्ट में एक जीरो है तो आपका रिमाइंडर 7 हो जाएगा. नो, दैट इज नॉट द करेक्ट वे. बट स्टिल इफ यू वांट टू चेक योर आंसर, आई हैव एक्सप्लेन्ड यू दिस वे ऑल्सो. बट विच वे यू आर गोइंग टू यूज? द फर्स्ट वे which I have explained you, that you are going to use, students. Okay, next question we are going to see, question number 7. So students, question number 7 to 10 step problems are given. Step problem, I'll not write the questions on the board. Okay, so you have to look into your textbook. Let us see, students, question number 7. A factory produces 38,921 bicycles in the first month, 23,984 in the second month, and 32,017 in the third month. So here the bicycle production for a factory is given to you for 3 months. Okay, let us continue. How many bicycles are manufactured by the factory in 3 months? How many bicycles are manufactured by the factory in 3 months? Always read the step problems 2 times, students, then it will be clear to you that how to solve. Okay, so here what is given? Let us understand this question in simple words. Here a factory is producing bicycles and the production for 3 months is given to you. You are asked to find the total production for 3 months. How to find the total production, students? Whenever we have to get the total of something, we have to add. In the first introduction video I have explained with this topic, isn't it? Whenever we have to take something all together, or whenever we have to find the total of something, then we have to add. So here we are going to add the here we are going to add the bicycle production given for 3 months. Let us see how. So students, here steps I have already written. My first step is number of bicycles produced in the first month. So it is 38,921. In the first month the company has produced 38,921 bicycles. In the second month the production is 23,984. Okay, then in the third month it is 32,017. Clear, students? Simple steps we have written. Now let us add. So 7 plus 1 8, 8 plus 4 12. Okay, 1 carry over. 2 8 plus 2 10, 10 plus 1 11, 11 plus 1 12. Again 1 carry. 9 plus 9 18, 18 plus 1 19, 1 carry over. 8 plus 1 9, 9 plus 3 10 11 12, 12 plus 2 14. Okay, again 1 carry over. 3 plus 1 4, 4 plus 2 6, 6 plus 3 9. So students, the factory has produced 94,922 bicycles in this given 3 months. Okay, last step. What is this, students? What I have written here? 3 dots I have put. This is known as therefore. Okay, this symbol is known as therefore. So we are going to read it as therefore total bicycles produced by the factory in 3 months is 94,922. Okay, 94,922. So students, with this we have solved our question number 7. So that's all for today, students. Today we have seen 2 questions, question number 6 and 7. So, and also I have given you one homework from question number 6. I hope you will do your homework. In the next video we will be seeing the other step problems, 3 step problems. Okay, so that's all for today, students. Thank you.